Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Gordon Frayne. We are back with another video. It's been a record-breaking week in the crypto markets. We're going to drop an update on total crypto market cap. As always, if you enjoy the content, please make sure to smash that thumbs up button below, hit subscribe, hit that bell notification icon, and don't forget to grab your completely free copy of The Rise of Bitcoin in the description of this video, linked below. Grab it now, and let's get into the video. So, like I said in the intro, it has been a record-breaking week in the crypto markets. If we look back, going over here to the 11th of July, we broke through previous resistance here on the chart for total crypto market cap, two different periods in December and January, respectively, where we had a decent amount of resistance at that kind of $3.65 to $3.7 trillion area. We did get up as 3.75 trillion here all the way back in December, but look at this move that we made here in the past week or so, breaking above that previous resistance for total crypto market cap, largely being led by Bitcoin getting all the way up to $123,000. And we brushed up on that $4 trillion market cap. Again, depending on what source you're using for measuring total crypto market cap, this chart that I use, total crypto market cap on TradingView, saw us get up to $3.93 trillion for total crypto market cap. Other sources had us getting up above that $4 trillion mark. Whatever way you want to look at it, we did break through a significant level of resistance here, and we've continued to move higher with these daily candles. This bodes well for the next few months, in my opinion. We're going to look at some other charts very, very quickly and then come back to total crypto market cap to think about just how high this could go this cycle. But what you've really seen is Bitcoin making that move all the way up above previous resistance as well. We broke beyond $112,000. We moved higher here, all the way up to 123,260, like I said, and now we've been consolidating in this area. The other big thing we've seen in the markets over the past 7 to 14 days is really Ethereum making moves much, much higher and beginning to outperform Bitcoin. This is Ethereum making that move, breaking above the 200-day simple moving average back at the beginning of July, moving all the way up here to 3561, where we're at today. And that move, really since that middle of June lows on the 22nd, we've had Ethereum up 68% over the past 27, 28 days. So a huge month for Ethereum in terms of percentage gains. And if I bring up the ETH to BTC chart, this is what we've been discussing on the channel for the past year, basically waiting for Ethereum to make this larger move against Bitcoin. We saw that bottom for ETH against Bitcoin back here at the end of April when we came as low here as about 0.11 on the ratio chart. We're now back up to 0.18. We had a really nice move at the beginning of May, a period of consolidation, moving higher, reclaiming that 200-day, and Ethereum moving significantly higher against Bitcoin. It has outperformed Bitcoin by about 70% over the past 88 days. That level of support at the bottom of the screen there goes all the way back to 2019 and 2020. We had to see Ethereum come all the way down to find that level of support before getting a bounce here, getting all the way down to this 0.1 area, and then getting that bounce, reclaiming the 200-day. This is what we've been looking for to really act as that catalyst for the beginning of altcoin season. And again, when alts begin to run, they contribute a large amount to that total crypto market cap continuing to increase. The other chart I'm looking at is the USDC and USDC dominance. This is a pretty good indicator of market cap moving to the upside when we see stablecoin dominance moving to the downside. We saw that back in November, December here, stablecoin dominance breaking from this 8.2% area down to 4.8% area. Again, we've started to see that breakdown all the way back at the beginning of April. We've been moving down, but we lost that 200-day simple moving average. Again, here in the past 7 to 14 days, we've continued lower with stablecoin dominance. And in my opinion, we will probably continue to move towards this level of support, which bodes well for altcoins. It bodes well for Bitcoin as well. And it bodes well for total crypto market cap to continue increasing to the upside. The other chart I've been talking about for a number of months on the channel is Total 3 minus USDT and USDC divided by Bitcoin. What this is basically showing us is altcoins priced in Bitcoin terms. And what we're seeing here again over the past 7 to 14 days is a breakout of the downtrend we've been in for the past 6 months. Again, we had a really nice run up in Q4 of last year where we saw altcoins outperforming Bitcoin when priced in Bitcoin terms. But since those middle of December highs, we've been in a downtrend. And this breakout that we're seeing more recently is indicative of alts beginning to outperform Bitcoin when priced in Bitcoin. And again, all of that contributes to total crypto market cap moving higher, because typically when you see alts outperforming Bitcoin in Bitcoin terms, it means they're also moving much, much higher in US dollar terms, which of course contributes to total crypto market cap continuing to move higher. So I wanted to show you the setup and why I'm bullish on total crypto market cap continuing to move higher. We've moved into new all-time high territory. We've moved into price discovery territory, and now we're looking to see how high we can go. We may need to come down here to do a really quick retest of this level of support before continuing to move higher, because we did see that level acting as pretty good resistance. It should act as support now if we come down for a retest to begin to move higher. Let's see if that plays out. But if we zoom out here again on the weekly, let's talk about where total crypto market cap could go. If you've been following the channel for a while, you probably have a decent idea of where I think it can get to. I do have a bear case, base case, and bull case scenario. Bear case is us peaking somewhere around 5 trillion US dollars. Base case is us getting up closer to $7 trillion. And my bull case is us going all the way to $9 trillion. Now, what is my logic behind that? Well, if we think about what's been happening here cycle over cycle, we can do a pretty quick calculation. If we look back to 2017, cycle peak to cycle peak increase was around a 300% increase in total crypto market cap. Okay, this was us going from 750 billion at the peak of 2017 all the way to about 2.99 trillion by the peak of the 2021 cycle, a 300% increase in total crypto market cap. Now, if we are to extrapolate that out and think about another 300% increase from cycle peak to cycle peak, and put that onto the chart here. Again, we don't know when this cycle peak is going to occur, but let's just say we get that somewhere by the end of this year in 2025. If I zoom out on the chart here just a little bit more and do a 300% increase on the chart to do a similar increase in total crypto market cap, you can see a 300% increase from cycle peak to cycle peak this time around is going to get you to around 12 trillion US dollars. So that would be very bullish in my opinion, but very possible based on what happened in the last cycle. Now, is there going to be diminishing returns, or do you take the stance that we're going to see continued adoption of blockchain and crypto technology, and with the regulatory landscape changing, more clear regulation in place, institutional capital flowing into Bitcoin, company treasuries being created, governments adopting Bitcoin and Ethereum treasuries? Is it possible that we go even more than a 300% increase? Yes, it's very, very possible. But even if we just do a 200% increase, that's what gets us to that $9 trillion number. So I'm assuming we do 100% less than the previous cycle, peak to cycle peak. That gets you to a bull case $9 trillion overall crypto market cap. And that is a pretty healthy number in my opinion. Even if we were to only do a 150% increase, that gets you to that $7.5 trillion area, which gives us something close to my base case target. And of course, we've already seen just under $4 trillion for total crypto market cap. I think getting to 5 trillion in a bear case is very, very possible. The other way I like to look at this chart is on a logarithmic scale. So if we change it from analog to logarithmic, we scale it up here so that we can view it properly. We mark in these lines of support and resistance on the logarithmic chart. We can see the parabolic moves that total crypto market cap made during the last cycle. We had this move here during alt season as we moved into the end of 2020 into 2021, a huge move here throughout the course of that year, a pullback, and another move higher. Again, I've got this circle marked in here for a potential area that we could move towards for total crypto market cap if we see some similar type of price action. Again, it would mean a pretty aggressive move from where we are today towards the end of the year to get to this type of market cap. But it's definitely not off the cards and definitely something you should be seriously considering given the regulatory landscape, given what we've seen historically, and given some of the recent price action and the breakout we've just seen from total crypto market cap. Okay. Once we typically see these levels being broken in terms of resistance, again, if I look at this level of resistance that got broken back here in the period around the end of Q4 of last year, and we measure that move once we had the breakout, you're looking at something like a 43 to 45% increase in total crypto market cap in a 49-day period. If we were to do something similar compared to what we've actually just witnessed with this most recent breakout, you could be looking at total crypto market cap making a 43% move towards a $5.26 trillion market cap over the next 50 days. Again, I'm just speculating here, guys. I'm going on what's happened before after breaking previous levels of resistance. But that is the point that I wanted to make. I think it's very possible that we see a parabolic move as we move into Q3, Q4 of this year. Total crypto market cap has just had a breakout on the daily chart. We're looking to see this weekly candle, and if we can close above this level, I think that would be very bullish for us to get a close above this level of resistance to continue moving higher and then make that move somewhere towards that $7 to $9 trillion area by the end of the year. I definitely think it's still on the cards with all of the stuff that we're seeing in the United States and then the world beginning to follow in hot pursuit. That is it for today's video, guys. Remember, if you got any value at all out of today's deep dive into total crypto market cap, please just take 3 seconds, drop a quick thumbs up on the video before you leave. It would mean the world to me to help spread the good word and keep growing the channel. Make sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification icon. And like I said at the beginning, you've got a completely free copy of The Rise of Bitcoin waiting for you in the description below this video. Grab it now, and we'll catch you in the next one.